Diese Show wird euch präsentiert von Newton Artworks. And don't forget, like, subscribe and hit the bell. And now, welcome to the show.
Hi Metalheads, willkommen zu Metalheads Forever Show Nummer 837 am 31.10.2024 und Happy Halloween, Motherfuckers. So, heute habe ich einen speziellen Gast, einen wiederkehrenden Täter, der schon vor einem Jahr mal da war. Heute ist Premiere von seinem geilen Album und auch Premiere für mich, denn zum ersten Mal gibt es ein Artwork, das ich entworfen habe, auf Vinyl. Da werden wir heute drüber sprechen und ja, liebe Freunde, ich würde sagen, wir fangen langsam an erstmal mit der Vorankündigung und dann gibt es heute einen Opener. Wenn wir schon einen Amerikaner haben, gibt es aber erstmal eine deutsche Band. Und zwar Brainstorm machen heute den Opener Escape the Silence. Erstmal die Vorankündigung, heute wieder Double Feature, das heißt erst Bob Mitchell und danach Thrasherwolf aus England. So, Freunde, auf geht's mit Gebrüll und Happy Halloween. Und hier
The Metalheads Forever Rockcast Show is proud to present veteran and a legendary vocalist all the way from the USA, Bob Mitchell. And in the double feature interview, thrash metal all the way from the UK, Thrasherwolf. Don't miss this fantastic band.
Wenn das kein Anfang war. Brainstorm. Können wir nur einladen, oder? Geile Jungs, Escape the Silence. So, wer jetzt gleich kommt nach dem nächsten Song, ist mein Gast, Bob Mitchell. Erstmal Predator X vom geilen neuen Album. Also altes Album, aber neu abgenommen. Nicht neu abgenommen, muss man ja genau erklären. Bob Mitchell, Predator X. Predator X. Bob Mitchell, the legend, the man. Welcome back to the show. There he is.
Richie, thank you for having me on. How you doing?
Absolutely, my man. We show number 648, September 12th, 2023, last time. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Well, I follow you.
You look beautiful. God bless you.
Well, I not feeling my yeah, but different story. You have a much different story. You have a cane in your hand. You are, for me, the role model of strength, because they knocked they knocked you down. The stroke knocked you down, but you're fighting back, and I follow you daily. You are one of the aggressive Facebookers, every day, down, bam, 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 and always fighting back. And I am you're inspiration, my friend. To be honest,
thank you.
We have something today to discuss. Why you are here after 1 year again? Because today is the day. You not only have one album came out, no, 2 albums, and one album. I'm proud to say I have a part on this album, because the cover artwork is I gave to you, and you accepted it exactly like I designed it. There was not even a change. Say, I want exactly like this. Even the name I gave for the album, you said, yes, please, can I have this in big, because the label loves it. Tell me about this.
What you did was perfect for what I was presenting, so it worked out beautifully, and I thank you so much for it. Really, it's a beautiful piece of work.
There is it.
There it is. There's my boy. Look at that dragon. Ain't he cute? Look at him.
For me, you are a dragon, my friend. You're a dragon, and underneath is your wife, because she fights with you back too. Because what I see in your family, you have a beautiful family, big family with grandkids, and but your wife, this is like this is for me perfect, because your wife, she's with you, and she fights. She brings you back to life, and that's what I love. Your inspiration. We talk about this later. This is the cover. Unearthed is released today, right?
That's correct. Yep, it's out today. So all you kids out there that love metal, go out and get yourself a copy.
Yes, I already posted the link, but I will But it's not only we listen also to Night Hunter today. This will be not a show with videos, because there is no video. So I helped out with a little bit animations, but the most important is we talk about this. This, if I count correct, is this your 44 release now, album release, right?
These 2 records right now make it 44 total commercial releases that I'm featured on. Yes.
Wow.
Most definitely. Yeah. Not bad for an underground guy, huh? It's pretty good.
Well, you're not so underground. Don't make yourself smaller. You're not underground. You achieved something. I mean, let's say the fact that you are on 44 releases, commercial releases, says everything. Who really can say? Nobody can say. Who have 44 releases? Except some like Lila Sklar. He's on 25,000 tracks. But as a singer, as a vocalist, 44 albums is amazing. But before we talk about this album, these 2 albums, I want to know about how everything starts with you, because what year you were born?
I was born in 1965.
So I'm older than you again, holy shit. I'm here, the old guy. So you are born in the same city like another legend.
Frank Sinatra.
Definitely.
Yep. Born and raised in Hoboken, the 2 of us. Yeah.
Hoboken, yes.
Yep.
Cool. So how was the upbringing? How you became a metal singer? Maybe later on, but was your family music in the family, or what was the early 70s? I think in the early 70s you discovered music, I guess.
Well, no one in my family is in show business. I just fell in love with show business. The reason I wanted to become a singer is one time I was sitting in my living room with my grandpa, and we're watching Dean Martin. And the first image of Dean, he was sitting on the couch singing beautifully, as he always did. but he was surrounded by all these women. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I want to be him. And from that point, I just got into wanting to be a singer. I got into a band because of the Beatles. And believe it or not, my introduction to the Beatles was the cartoon show. That's how I got into them. And then one day my aunt came over with a Beatles album. And she says to me, you know the boys you like on TV, the cartoon, the boys that sing? I said, yeah. She goes, well, here they are. And it was a real album. And I believe the album she showed me was Rubber Soul. And I looked up at her and I said, these guys are real? And she laughed. She said, yes, they're very real. And this is their record. They have a lot of music. So I just got into the Beatles and Dean, and then it just evolved from there. Now, the reason I got into heavy rock was to fit in. You know, because as a kid, I wasn't listening to too many heavy rock albums. You know, I was listening to the standards like Andy Williams and Perry Como, Jerry Vale, Dean Martin, and the Beatles and the Monkees and the Cowsills. And when I got into a rock band, these are the guys that turned me on to Led Zeppelin and Sabbath and UFO and Nazareth. So I started getting into all those guys because I read in magazines that their idols were Dean Martin, Elvis Presley, Little Richard, all the guys I liked, you know. So I'm like, well, they can't be that bad. And I had my first band when I was 12 years old. This was 1977. And it just evolved from there. By the time I joined Attacker in 82, we were known as Warlock. And we were Warlock for about 2 years up until we did our demo. And it just evolved from there. And here I am today.
Imagine in 1979 if Thabet saw you, because you look now exactly like Ozzy in the end of 70s. And I heard, you told me before, you hear this a lot, that he looks like a young Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah. Well,
it's a different story.
I also said, well, wait a minute, which Ozzy are we talking about? The young, good-looking guy from the 70s or the guy from the reality show? So yeah. And when I say that, people laugh. They're like, no, you look like Ozzy. It's a good thing. So it's a thing.
But the Ozzy, the young Ozzy, please.
It's young Ozzy.
Definitely. So. And you're wearing a Kiss shirt. Are you a Kiss fan?
Yes, I am. My first rock show was Kiss. And that was in 1976. I saw them at Roosevelt Stadium with, I believe it was Bob Seger and a local Jersey City band who won the contest to open for Kiss. So that was pretty cool. And I remember when Kiss came on, it started raining, but they were still amazing. And
the makeup came off.
I wasn't sitting that close to see that, but I was a big fan of superheroes, and these guys look like superheroes that played rock and roll. So it's like, I got to see these guys. So they're great. I love them very much. And
before we talk about Predator X, you chose the song. So it was not. I said, please, I can do 5 animations. Send me what you want to play. So we have to say hello first to our guests. Who is here? Somebody's very happy to, and I was sure she will be here. This is your beloved Gisela. Of course, she's here.
Yes. How are you, sweetheart? She's such a nice lady.
Absolutely.
I remember meeting her and her family back in 2005. I had dinner in their home. They made me feel so welcome. And I remember when her kids were little, and now they're grown. They're grown adults. And they're beautiful kids, a beautiful family. And I'm very thrilled to know them and honored as well.
Another one, I don't know what the name is. I can't read it. But anyway, greetings. Then Nicole, she's here early today. Normally she's always late, but today she's early. Very cool. Nicole, sei gegrüßt. Peter Krause. And he says, nice shirt. Yes, he saw it. And Nicole gives us already a compliment for the album cover. Yes, thank you. Yeah, let's talk about Predator X. Why you choose the song? Something special for the song?
Well, first, let me give you a little history on the album itself, Unearthed.
Mhm.
These are a collection of demos that I recorded in between the albums that I released eventually. And these demos, the recordings of the demos began in 1986 through 2016. And the Predator X song is a Mind Assassin song that never made it to our EP. So that's all that is. Simple.
Okay.
And some of these songs are some of the best songs from some of the best bands that I've ever been in. So it's an homage to them. And this is music that deserves to be released because it's just simply good music.
You told me before because you had a stroke 2 years ago.
2 years.
3 years ago, and you're recovering and slowly back to life.
Yeah.
And you says, I don't want to go on stage anymore like this. I have nothing to prove anymore. You told me,
That's
but
right.
you're reflecting the body of work you did, and you did great. And I love this, and I'm happy to be part of this a little bit with the cover and the logo in your back, for example.
You're a big
Because
Rich.
because-
Absolutely.
because I appreciate you're not you're sobering, like this was my career. No, you celebrate your career. You show the world, hey, I did this, and now I have a new album, and your fans will love this, and that's what I love. You are inspiration. You're not one is it's over now. No, it's not. It's over. It is to be on stage, but it's not over to be a talker or to post. I can see Facebook is now your new world because you can post daily what your thoughts are. They are always cool. A lot of family stuff I love.
I wake up, I have so many messages from so many people. So I spend a major part of my morning answering all these messages, and it's great. I mean, it's every day, and I absolutely love it. Dean Martin once said, you have to have a reason to wake up. And I've got several reasons. I have my children, my grandchildren, my wife, and my fans. So, I mean, what better reason do I need than all that?
And two new babies.
Yeah, my grandkids, yep.
No, Unearthed.
Who?
The two albums.
Oh, the two albums, yes, I should. Oh, where are my manners?
Let's make some music, my friend. We go back
Okay,
to the great band Night Hunter. And you chose the song Aboria. Are you ready?
Yep, love that song.
Yes, Night Hunter. What a voice, my friend.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You know, it reminds me a little bit of Grim Reaper.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Steve Grimmett.
I met him
Yes.
a few times. He was a wonderful guy.
That's what I thought. You met him. Yeah. Has somehow a little bit the vibe of this, but still you have your very, very high tone. It's mind blowing.
Well, I think when I did that, I was 20, 21. I was still a kid, so not bad for a kid. But it was great fun to do that record with Jim. You know, Jim Mooney and he and I together wrote the Battle at Helm's Deep album. And these songs on the Night Hunter EP was to have been a continuation of that, but he and I had left. So just imagine what the second Attacker record would have sounded like if Jim and I had stayed. And those 4 songs are a small example of what might have been. And I'm very deeply proud of it. So Jim and I wrote a classic together, and I think this Night Hunter EP is a continuation of that.
Yeah. Both albums are available on the same link. I just posted. Go there and
Click
get
the
your
link,
albums.
get yours. Yes, please do.
And what is special, the album Unearthed is in green vinyl as well. Wow, this looks amazing. Fits the cover artwork.
Yeah, it just about matches the green, doesn't it? It looks almost similar to the cover. So they did Cult Metal Classics did a fabulous job with my releases, of course. Unearthed is on classic black vinyl, and it's on green vinyl. So I think that's great. And it's great for the consumer, the fan who collects these sort of things. And it makes me feel very proud. It's like, wow, look at all that. After all these years, people still care. And it's very gratifying to know that. You know, Rich, I have to tell you, aside from all that, the one thing I aspire to be is a hero to my children and my grandchildren. Because, you know, your children are your legacy. And that's all I ever wanted to be. And, you know, like I said before, you need a reason to get up. And I've got great reasons to get up. And now when my time comes, I know I can leave behind a great body of work, not only for my kids, but for all my fans who have been so great to me for all these years. And even now, after my stroke, I mean, Richie, look, I'm sitting here and I got records coming out. Who does that? Really? So that's really, you know, I think about it sometimes and I'm like,
look at this.
Look at that thing of beauty. And
Absolutely.
Did you notice the obi around the album cover? That's because it's being sold in Japan as well. So That's really something to be proud of. I'm so happy about this whole thing. God bless Cult Metal Classics, and actually God bless Dark Age Records, because that guy got the ball rolling last year. So
Unbelievable.
It's been an amazing.
Congrats, my friend.
Thank you so much. And the other thing I have to say about this whole journey post-stroke is my doctor said to me, he said, you know what? You've done great things in your life. You need to chronicle everything you've done. You need to archive everything you've done. And it'll jog your memory. And boy, was he right. I'm remembering shows I did 20 years ago, 40 years ago. I'm remembering places, faces, things, experiences. But I say this often, and I say it now. There is no greater thing that I accomplished in my life than having my kids. My children are my greatest accomplishment. So you can well imagine how I feel about the music.
Yes. Let us go back to this dark moment when you realized you had a stroke.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is something I think if you don't experience something like this, I never did, hopefully not, but I know my son had 2 strokes in a row, and this could be goes the other way. No? Yes.
Oh my God, 2. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. The first one was a light one. And the second one, a week later, was the strong one. Then he couldn't speak anymore. He couldn't move anymore. He was for 1.5 years paralyzed.
Wow.
Only could hit, and so it could go the other way as well. You are actually like we say, a lucky son of a bitch. Sorry, excuse my French, but.
Well, I think it comes down to being a stubborn son of a bitch, because the first thing I did when I came out of my stroke is I looked up and I said, "Is this the best you got?" I said, "I'm ready to recover. Get me out of this bed." I got a wife to hug.
And your wife was like, oh, that's him. Yeah, that is my husband. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, that's him. He's back to normal." But the only thing the stroke did for me was slow me down. When I walk now, people think I have a bad hip. They don't think, "Oh, this man had a stroke," because I certainly don't act it. I don't feel it. My neurologist was so thrilled with me because my memory is at 98%, which is outstanding. And so I asked him, "What's the other 2%? And he says, little things like you forget your keys, you misplace your wallet, little things like that. You forget what day it is, when you're so busy, you just forget." He said, "And if that's the worst for you," he says, "you're doing fantastic." But he says, "Jog your memory, look back on everything you've done, and your memory will be sharper than ever. You may come back and your memory might be at 100. So I took his advice.
Maybe you said to your wife, "You listen what he said? This is now your part. I don't care about my keys anymore on my wallet. That is your part now." So
that's all right. She always has my wallet anyway. So and so
this is for me inspiration. If somebody is stricken by a disease or something, and still keeps the sense of humor. Maybe it's a little bit dark humor, but
you have a sense of humor. Last year, I went to visit the students at Gästen University here in Erie, and they wanted to meet me. And when they found that I was a musician, it turned into this big Q&A thing, which was fantastic. I had a great visit. And I told them, "Listen, in your profession, as the years roll on, you're going to run into a lot of stroke patients, neurological deficiencies, and what have you. And the thing is, you're going to run into people that give up after they have it, or they don't care, or you get a guy like me. So for your sake, I hope you all get a guy like me. Because, Richie, one thing I never did was give up." Was I upset? Yeah, I was pissed. Who wouldn't be pissed? I did all this work, and you're slowing me down? Really? Who does that? Come on. So
I salute you.
My beef was spiritual. Like I said, I looked up at him and I says, "Is this the best you've got? Really? Well, you're not stopping me." Because Satan said, "No, not today, not today."
Because I'm a brute forces.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
That's the cue to the next song you chose.
That's a great segue. I think you should go for it, brother.
Absolutely. Here is Bob Mitchell from the unearthed album, Brute Forces.
Enjoy.
I love it. I told you before, I would love to do a video for you, a lyric video, powerful with dragons, and you. My offer stays, my friend.
Well,
Talk to the label, and hopefully they say yes, because this is the song I want to show the world. Bob Mitchell, you're not. I'm a brute forces, and this is perfect for to make a powerful video. I showed you before my higher power video, definitely in this style, you know. So talk to the label. I'm your man.
I definitely will. I will talk to Manos about it, and I'm sure he's watching. So he's
if he's watching,
I'm pretty sure he
first
is.
of all,
he said he would be. So, but I will talk.
I have to tell you, we have to salute him that he gives a warrior, a metal warrior, a wounded. You're not done yet. A wounded metal warrior, a second chance to bring this fantastic music again out with a great cover. Thank you, and give me the opportunity. This is my premiere, also today's premiere. My first artwork out.
Yeah,
on a LP.
Congratulations go out to you. You did a beautiful job.
I am because I love this cover.
Yeah, so do
but
I.
I know I can do a great video with this. This is Brute Force is for me the strongest song on the album, to be honest.
I like it.
I
think it's great.
Because of the choruses. Unholy. I love this. Yeah. That is cool. It worked with Kiss in the early 90s. It works here.
Yeah. It was a pleasure to write that song. A lot of fun. And I'm glad I did it. I'm glad it's included. And I agree. I think this song would make for a hell of a video. So I will be talking to Manos about this because technically we don't have a video for anything from the Unearthed album as of yet. So I will talk to him about it.
And it will be not too expensive, I can tell you. You can tell the label, don't worry, I make a good price. Okay?
He'll like that even more. So
yeah, but it's not the money. It's of course money is important, but there's also passion. And when I hear a special tune, and my brain starts racing what I can do with this tune, you know, I can see exactly. We should actually have you a cane like they have a great cane with dragons, for example. You can get in Temu, you know. Looks like a leather jacket, a long one, you know, and to make you like badass, you know, and don't hide this, you know, this is cool, you know.
The thing I would wear is this vest. I've had this vest since 1988. And
or even better.
It's an old friend. It's even, she's with me now, as you can see.
Hannes Rittel, he says, poor US power steel. Yes. And Nicole says, great old school metal sound, especially the bass. I love. So, and great voice with a wide vocal range. Absolutely. That is you goal.
And thank you.
Ellie, du musst es nochmal von anschauen. Ein paar geile Songs waren schon da. All right. So what is the story to Unholy?
You mean
not Unholy, Brute Forces. Sorry, Brute Forces.
It's about warfare and the leaders that dictate such extravagant fights. I mean, look at what's going on in the world today with Russia and what's the other? The Ukraine. Yeah, I mean, this song applies to that. This song applies to what's going on in the Middle East. If you listen to the lyrics and the mood of the music, it certainly fits with what's going on. And I wrote this back in 2014. So who knew?
Actually, you write once a song about a war, it never gets old because there's always going on. There's always, even songs like I have songs that's 40 years ago, written 40 years ago, and still counts today.
Today, yeah. Did I say 2014? I wrote that in 2010, excuse me. So, and here we are, 2024, and there's all these wars going on. So basically, if you listen to the song and you see what's going on, it fits.
It's even relevant today, you know?
Yeah. Very much so.
I like this song because it shows your style is not only fast metal, it's also like a Judas stylish, like the metal gods stylish, but your voice also perfect. I love it. Let's
Thank
say I don't know if the label check it out. They're still here. I don't see. Okay, but not if not. I say thank you to give Bob once again a chance to be on the album. This is cool. I love this. Never give up.
I thank you for accepting and for doing such a beautiful job. As I said,
This is the therapist. I know. I have to tell a story. You shocked me actually 10 minutes before the show because we had a little bit time problem. He said, "Okay, are we done? Because I have to go to therapy." So, what therapy now? Yeah, now. You're killing me. I say, let my wife call. I'm late.
My wife, we straightened it out, so we're good. Don't worry, brother.
He's not coming. All right. Look to the future. We're going back one more time to Night Hunter. Ready?
Go for it.
The wife. I love it. Look to the future. Yeah. Let's check the sound of our next guest, Dan Lucas.
Hey guys, how's it going? Can you hear me?
I can see you. What happened?
Can hear you, but I can't see you.
There's no picture, but I see you here.
Hang on, one second.
Are you sure this isn't Claude Rains? I know. I dated everyone. I know.
That's why I want to do also the sound check before we have the show. Now you know exactly because of this.
Exactly.
Are you on the computer or your phone?
Everything okay?
No. Please check out. Use the phone. Log in with the phone.
The phone.
And this always saves the show. Okay.
I think the thing keeps cutting out. I think
you are not here. There's no picture. A moment.
Weird. Hang on.
Wait. Now. Oh, I see. Wait, I have to.
Richie, it is Halloween. I mean, we must consider that this has to be. Has to be
not the ugly face.
No, it ain't.
And now turn on the microphone. Turn on the microphone.
Hey there.
Turn on the microphone. Yes. And no tone.
Oh.
This is Halloween, yeah.
I thought the Invisible Man spoke.
That's the best example why I do always a sound check before the show. And here we go. You see? But then you have no voice. There's no voice. But we have to work on this later because we still have Bob. Bob has to go to the therapy. So I have to get rid of you. Use the phone. There's no voice. You can talk what you want.
Cannot hear you. Sorry.
Log in again.
But it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah. So that is exactly the reason why I always do the sound check to have not this problem because we can solve, but we do it later. Yes. One more time. Look to the future. To go from the Night Hunter album, also available right now. Before we play the last one, because you have to go to the therapy, I know. Bob.
Yeah, but if you got questions, you got questions. What am I going to do? Rush it? No way.
No rushing.
Very momentous occasion here.
Yeah. I want to know what is it now in the future for you? More stuff coming out, or that's it? There's these two albums and.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and I'm going to go live. How's that?
That is the best solution right now.
I'm going to go live. I'm going to go enjoy my fans wherever I see them, whether it's here on Facebook or out in the mall or everywhere I go. I even have a fan or two that I met in therapy. So I'm always running into a fan. So if I can go out into this world and just live my life, enjoy my grandchildren, enjoy my children, and enjoy my fans, the fruits of my labor, I'm doing fantastic, Rich. And it's all because of guys like you and all of you that have been so loyal to me for all these years. I love you all very much. And always remember, if they knock you down, better pray when you get up.
You know, I just think about if you're in the therapy, and a fan says, "You look like a spitting image of a great singer called Bob Mitchell." And you know what? It's your lucky day. I am Bob Mitchell. So, oh yeah.
I actually ran into.
Let's make a picture. We have to make a picture.
I ran into a therapist, And his father saw me in Brooklyn many, many years ago, back in the 80s.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Bob, give me a nice smile because I need a picture. I need the living proof. He's still alive and kicking. Okay?
I'm alive, I'm well, I'm living, and I'm loving life.
Okay, give me a sign, whatever, and I press the button. 1, 2, 3. That is Bob. That is Bob, live and kicking.
Fighter, big time fighter. I never leave the ring.
We have one more song. Let's have a next test again with Dan Lucas. Then no sound.
No sound yet?
No sound.
Heck?
What the hell? We try later.
I want my money back.
Okay, try the other phone. Google Chrome. Google Chrome is maybe the solution. Try Google Chrome.
That's what I'm on Chrome right now. So
yeah, Google Chrome.
Boy, I tell you, technology. You got
the last one. With the last video, we have the final conflict.
Yes.
Something special to this song? Why you chose this song?
Well, it was on the original Sleepy Hollow demo back in 1989, and it's become a popular staple song whenever we did play out. And the song, basically, it's about what if the devil and God got into a fight. The way I see it, it'd be the biggest drawing pay-per-view ever. But that's what the song's about, and it's a great song. It's a personal favorite of mine. So, and fans for many, many years have loved this song. So it was only right that I include this song on this collection called Unearthed.
Bob, the last one what you get is a lot of beers. Peter screams, "Humpen hoch, raise the glasses," and this is how it looks like.
Oh my
beer,
gracious!
Beer. She has a good question, Bob. What about writing a book?
You know, it's funny you mentioned that because I am in the middle of writing my book right now.
This is cool.
I am. I just finished my time in the 1990s, and I'm getting into the time I got into professional wrestling as a ring announcer. So it's going to be a fun book, but the one thing I'll say, this book will not have any dirt throwing or any name calling or bashing. It's a celebration of my life, and I just want to put it into a book. It's as simple as that. And one other thing, you know, I'm not really a drinker, but if I did drink, I'd probably walk straight.
You are fantastic, Bob. I love your sense of humor. You are a fighter. You are a killer. And thank you. Thank you for letting me part of your release because this is an amazing album. And here's one more time from the Unearthed album. And talk to the label. I'm more than happy to make a fantastic video together with you. I have some ideas how we work together with green screen, and we bring you back to life one more time maybe. But people have to remember and see Bob Mitchell one more time with a legend performance. I'm your man, my friend.
I appreciate it, and you will hear from the label. No worries.
Thank you so much. Greetings to your wife. She's fantastic too, Mom. I have to say, your family is fantastic. All the best. And say hello to the therapist because this was important today. Richie Newton says this was more important.
Thank you so much. Love you guys. You guys take care.
Ladies and gentlemen, the legend, the voice, the man, Bob Mitchell. Here's the final conflict. I salute you, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
This is Metalheads Forever. I am Blaze Bailey, and I am telling you, this is probably the best heavy metal show in the world.
Thank you, Mr. Blaze Bailey, the legend. Und Bob Mitchell war auch eine Legende heute. Ein unglaublicher Kämpfer. Das ist für mich ein Role Model. Das ist jemand, der wohl nicht aufgibt, der sagt, hey, das ist alles, was du hast. Aha, du kennst aber Bob Mitchell nicht. Das ist ein wirklicher Kämpfer und unglaubliche Stimme. Wer auf so eine Art von Stimme steht, auf Metal, das ist der Wahnsinn. Und der hat 44 Alben aufgenommen, Freunde. Ich freue mich jetzt auf mein erstes Vinylalbum. 44 ist er drauf. Unglaublich. Was für ein, und wenn das Buch rauskommt, auf das freue ich mich auch. Sehr, sehr geil. So, liebe Freunde, jetzt müssten wir schauen, ob das heute was wird mit unserem zweiten Gast. Der hat sich gerade eingeloggt, der hat mir geschrieben, zeigt ihm an, das Mikrofon nimmt es nicht. Probieren wir einfach mal die Musik. Jetzt müssen wir wissen, was uns erwartet hätte. Wenn nicht, da habe ich schon wieder Plan B hochgeladen, dann können wir noch ein paar Songs spielen. Wäre schade, natürlich. Aber sie sind geil. Aus Großbritannien. Hier sind Thrasherwolf und GBH. Here we go. GBH, Thrasherwolf, fantastic sound. So the question is, here, has he a fantastic voice? Yes or not? Then Lucas.
Hello, how's it going, guys?
Moment. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Wonderful stuff.
Yes, thank you. It does. That is survive as well. You not give up. That's what I say. That's why I always do this freaking sound check, because I don't want this, but you not give up. That's what I love.
Exactly,
You're my man.
Yeah, it's a new phone, so I had to quickly learn how settings worked and what have you. So I was all over the place.
And now turn around the phone, so we have landscape.
Okay, hang on one sec. How do I do that?
This is a Chinese phone for sure.
This is what happens when I buy new technology. I'm very bad at it.
No problem.
Let's have a look. Portrait, auto. There you go. Should be auto rotate, I think.
Yes.
There we go. Yes, excellent. Sorted. I'm getting better with technology.
Yes, it's getting better and better. Thank you, my friend. So now I'll give yourself a name. You have a guy in Germany called Dan Lucas. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a good name, but very popular name.
Absolutely. Dan Lucas, Thrasherwolf is in the house. Thank you for make it happen. And because I love your music, this is good thrash metal in the face, good voice, good attitude. You know how our show starts?
How does it start?
It starts always with the history of how you became a metalhead, how you started your career as a go back to good old England when you was young, like 6 years old, when music for the very first time hit you in the face. I love music. Was there a moment?
Right. First of all, I'd say thank you guys so much for having me on here. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the band. We're really trying to push everything at the moment. So thank you for giving me this airtime.
Absolutely.
As for how metal first came into my life, the first time I ever heard music, I don't know. I always came from a very musical family. My father always was a guitar player, so he'd always have these quite rare guitars, one might say. He had a Nuno Betancourt N4 from Extreme, the Washburn sort of.
So a young father actually. I expected more than like a 70s, but here's Nuno Betancourt. Here we go. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, he loves he loved Nuno Betancourt, Extreme, all their sort of stuff. He's got Extreme's newest album. It's fantastic.
Yes.
He loves bands like Thunder and AC/DC and loads of bands like that. But the bands and guitarists he loved the most were guitarists that used 59 Les Pauls, like the classic style. So Gary Moore especially was a massive
Greenie called his the Gary Moore guitar, right? Greenie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which has now Kirk Hammett, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Honestly, I know why my father loved Gary Moore, and it's because his playing, his emotion, the way he put his entire being, all his soul into what he played, and you could tell that just by looking at it. Like in his heyday back in like '84, when you saw him playing to audiences and stadiums, you saw the love in his eye, the twinkle in his eye that made him go, yes, this is what I want to do with my life. I'm going to shred it like nobody else's business. And you could see that. And I think that inspired him. It inspired me, certainly. Especially when I saw my dad start to play. He's
so like albums like Run for Cover or Victim of the Future or Dirty Fingers, these albums from the early 80s from Gary Moore when he was more in a hard rock.
Yeah,
or more the blues.
Exactly. That's sort of hard rock sort of era. Obviously, what's the song thing? Out in the Fields, which was
with
a
Phil
huge song. The first song I personally ever heard from Gary Moore. Parisian Walkway and Still Got the Blues. 3 songs that will always stay with me as, I'd say, some of my favorite Gary Moore tracks. But yeah, Dad was very much into those sorts of guitarists, and Steve Vai, obviously. But you've got to be you got to have 8 arms to play like Steve Vai. So
Other, right? Because you have a taste a little bit different to your father, I guess. Or is your taste in hard rock? And
I would say that when I started listening to music, it was because I inherited this sort of like Nokia brick phone, like one of the really old Nokias, like the you know, that you could smash it with a hammer and it'd still work. You know, it was like one of those indestructible ones.
I had one.
And I was in high school, just started my first year, I think year 7. I was only about 12, something like that. And I was walking into school, and it was my first time. I had a pair of headphones, I had it in. I was walking down to the bottom playground, just waiting for school to start. And I remember bands like Thunder coming through the earpiece with songs like "Devil Made Me Do It," and then Metallica came on with "Enter Sandman." I remember thinking to myself, "Ooh, this is good. This is heavy. I quite enjoy this. This is something that's a bit different." So I was going from that sort of hard rock to the sort of more traditional heavy metal era, and as time went on, I just remember my taste getting heavier and heavier and faster, and it was probably all due to really to the exposure I had at the time to different heavier material. There was a game called Brutal Legend, made by Tim Schafer and Double Fine, that featured Jack Black, Ozzy Osbourne, Lemmy, and Rob Halford. They were all like voice actors, and they were like game characters in this medieval fantasy land where heavy metal ruled everything. And you played it, and you heard all the songs that were coming through from bands like, you know, like the Lord Weird Slough-Feg and Megadeth and Anthrax and Testament, and you hear these songs for the first time as you're playing this awesome video game, and you're thinking, what like, this is amazing. What sort of fantasy to be part of, and you learn to love the heavier music. You listen to all the different subgenres, and sooner or later I'm getting into death metal, black metal, power metal, and I'm listening to Sonata Arctica and Hammerfall and Slayer and Carcass and Dark Tranquillity.
Overkill, I guess.
Oh yes, for sure. I love a bit of
this, the last one, TBH, reminds very much to the Overkill, this raw Overkill sound, the early Overkill sound. I am right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it wasn't one of my actual direct influences when I was writing the song, but my aim with GBH was to create an old school feel for thrash that was all encompassing. It wasn't so much of this song is inspired by this, or this song is inspired by that band. It's more, this song is inspired by the old school, and that's what it pretty much boils down to.
Keep it, please, because we talk about this song in the end. This will be your kick-out song. It's the perfect cue to the next song. You don't know what video I play today, because normally I discussed this before, so you have no idea what I'm playing, and it's perfect now, because the next song will be good old-fashioned violence.
Yes.
So is this a perfect cue or not?
It's definitely a perfect song to play. One of my old favorites.
And here we go. Thrasherwolf, good old-fashioned violence. That is a fantastic blend. I hear so many influences from the Americans, from a little bit Testament, Hatfield is here, Exodus is here, from all a little bit, but it's old school, but fresh at the same time.
Absolutely. Well, it's our sort of motto is old school thrash today. Our job is to give the young an idea what the 80s thrash was really like, and to bring the older generation of metalheads a sense of nostalgia, like we can take them back there. Then we've had that a few times when we've played live, and we've had people come up to us afterwards and say, "Oh my God, you guys took me straight back to the 80s," and it made us realize like this is kind of what we want to do.
The first what I heard, it was like Chuck Billy. The first line you sang, immediately I saw Chuck Billy. Unbelievable.
Love it.
Unbelievable. Yeah, love it. And this as a young band. You are not an old band. You're not like Bob Mitchell, for example. He has now 44 albums. He's on it, and since 45 years now, you know. And he's amazing. So this is the old school guy, you know. And you're a young band, and you catch this vibe of the 80s. That's always I love. I salute if a band can do this. If they still bring, even the production sounds like in the 80s.
Yeah, the production for the album was actually I'd say done. It was quite dry via the mastering, and the person we work with, Patrick W. Engel, he's actually worked with some of the old school legends as well. He's worked with Testament, Slayer. He's worked with so many like other older, one might say, my heroes basically. He's worked with so many amazing people over time. We were so lucky to be able to get him to work for us and master this album for us, because now it has that sort of really dry tone that's really screams old school.
Did you give him some reference? We want like it sounds like Testament or and he said, yeah, I can do like this.
But no, we just gave him the album.
Yeah,
we just gave him the album, and that's what we got back.
So you gave him the album because you know he has the experience. He worked with Testament, for example, and you say, we trust you. You know, we want to sound like the 80s, and you told him this.
Basically, yeah, we worked with quite a lot of big names to make this album happen. Our producer Andy Brook, who's doing amazing work now. He's actually on tour with one of the members of Status Quo at the moment, so he's really sort of flying out there now. The guy who did our artwork, Andre Buzikov.
Francis Rossi left, right?
Yep, Francis. I think Francis Rossi was like that. That's who my producer is on tour with, Francis Rossi.
Yeah, he's the only left. The drummer is also still alive. The rest,
I think so.
From the old and the keyboard player, because you have to count him in because he's so long with them already. So yeah,
yeah.
Cool.
Andre Buzikov as well, the guy who did our artwork, has worked with Toxic Holocaust, Municipal Waste, all those sorts of prominent thrash metal acts as well. So we really wanted to target names who we knew were going to produce amazing work and help us really catch that old school vibe. And luckily enough, they're all amazing people. They're all lovely, and they're all very happy and willing to work with young and hardworking thrash metal bands.
I tell you why. My feeling. The heydays are over, where you make money with the records, and because of the more bands now recording at home, you know, some of them they're out of work. Now these people they appreciate much more again to work with a band, you know, and that is my opinion about this. And I think the whole music business is now upside down. But amazingly, because I have to show now 837 times. Today's show number 837 in 4 years.
Right.
So how many bands are still, and daily I get more offers, from all the labels. There is still a music business here. It's different now, but I think the producers or the sound mixers, they appreciate now much more. They say, hey, this band, and they hear this. I'm sure the guy you just mentioned, he hear this, the quality you deliver. This is quality. This is quality trash.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, my man. Andy's been with us for a number of years. Everything we've ever recorded was recorded via Andy Brook. He's done us amazing work over the years, and I really thank him a lot for what he's taught me and all that sort of stuff, because he's been like a mentor as well as just someone who's recorded the music. He's taught me a lot, and I hope to be able to pay him back one day.
Pay him back with love and appreciation.
Exactly. I do all the time.
I would say, give him 1,000 eyes. Lovely eyes.
I will. I'll give you 1,000 of them.
Yeah, because the next song, 1,000 eyes. Ready?
Yeah.
Action.
They are walking my feet as I'm crossing the street, and they don't ever know who I am. The doctors and pastors and single mothers were desperately calling their friends. Not about the problem, it's the way that they judge something they can't understand. Victims are those who let themselves fall. I'm just not the sort of person who can. I dare to break the mold. No fear of the stone. I did to the proud. 1,000 eyes are staring me down. They're there to tell me that I need the God. All these resolutions. There with the winds, they crack on me now. Demanding a big resist. They're turning away, despite what I say. No words reach their deafened ears. They're too ignorant of the context of things, and instead giving in to the fear. I dare to break the mold. No fear of the stone. I did to the proud. 1,000 eyes are staring me down. Everywhere I go, they are there, staring down.
I love it.
I love
Good
that one
groove.
too.
Moves like hell. There's one
just
chord
it's the-
through the whole song. And it comes a
Yeah,
little
it basically
change,
is.
but-
It's
but-
the same chord progression throughout every single riff of the entire song, and somehow it's like a lesson in simplicity and how to make it work.
But on top of this, I agree, is the aggressive attitude vocal. gives you a lot of space.
It's got to be done. I feel like that sort of aggressive attitude for thrash, it's in its very nature. And don't get me wrong, there are times where I also feel like maybe thrash can be done in a more artistic fashion sometimes. Like there are ways that you can, change it up and make it almost somewhat theatrical, but sometimes it doesn't hurt just to be reminded that thrash is that punch to the gut that's just visceral and non-stop.
I'm not a thrash direct fan, I must say, because I'm always I say it always again. I'm more the heavy metal, power metal, heavy metal fan. But through the years now, I appreciate much more. But what to understand thrash metal, especially the US thrash metal and other German thrash metal, also very very cool. But the US thrash metal, every grade of the Big Four, for example, has this entity to have this voice. You hear Chuck Billy, or you hear Joey Belladonna, or you hear Hetfield, Bobby Bliss. You hear the voice, and you know exactly who is it, and that makes me the thrash. And of course, the great riffs. And I love this dun, 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 dun. We hear it from Judas Priest before, long way before, but the aggressive chords, and of course you drop down. I guess I'm not a guitar player, but it's a little bit lower, right?
Yeah, we don't play in standard tuning. We play in D standard, which is an entire step down. I was always debating when I started this band. We're playing. We've got to have just to make it easier for ourselves. We've got to have a main tuning we stick to at least.
And easy for you for the voice.
It's a lot easier. I don't think I've got a deep voice, but when I bellow, when I force it out, it just having that lower tone to it just fits the vocal range, I think.
Absolutely, that's what I hear, and I observe your music, and I love it because you're a UK band. It's not so common that they're playing this US thrash metal, and I say your sounds very much the US thrash metal. You agree?
Absolutely.
That is for me a final act of aggression.
Oh yes,
I love these cues to the next. It's perfect. It's like we have a good run today.
Absolutely,
and because you have no idea what I play. So and to see your face lighten up. Oh yeah, because you know why? Because it's a fantastic track. Every song so far, all from GBH, from good old-fashioned violins, from A Thousand Eyes. Now, one by one, it's a killer. My opinion. Here's final act of aggression. I call you now a thrash chameleon.
I love it.
what I heard was like Tom Araya. It's like a Slayer vibe. This song, you catch it for every song. You have a voice. It's your voice, but all a little bit different. Here a little bit different. Here a little bit different. Never boring. Unbelievable.
I always like to say that the thrash has so many different aspects, so many different flavors. And as Thrasherwolf is so dedicated to the old school, we like to be able to sample every single flavor of thrash that the old school has to give us. We don't want to just give people one thing. We want to give them as much of the old school as possible, which is also the reason why we, in the past couple of albums, have decided to actually throw a couple of ballads in there, which I find something that a lot of bands don't do nowadays. There's old school thrash metal albums always had a good ballad on there.
So when did you start with the band? How many albums?
I started the band. I mean, personally, I started the band roughly around 2016, I think, but it wasn't until 2019 we got a proper lineup, and we started doing our first proper gig. So I'd say, I wouldn't count it until 2019, to be honest.
So you had one year good run, and then we have a 2-year break, and then
basically, yeah. I had to release an entire first album during that COVID period, which was interesting to say the least. But it actually might have turned out in our favor because, of course, during COVID, during that lockdown, the only thing people had to do was look at their phones all day. For which case, if I'm releasing an album, all I need to do is push it on the socials and people are going to see it no matter what, because social media is the only place they can go.
You get music if you want or not. Here we are.
Exactly.
Yeah, so positive thinking, very, very cool. For me, it's, to be honest, it sounds like the band already plays for 10 years, at least.
Well, even after that, I personally think we're actually getting a lot better now than we were, even though we were actually okay anyway. Live, we're training a lot more now. We're getting a lot more professional with what we're doing. We're getting a lot tighter, especially with the new songs from the new album. We found ourselves in this thing with the new songs. We sort of we force them a little bit. We go in, we rehearse them like once or twice, and then we play it in an audience, whether it's like finished or not. So
I didn't
make us understand
what new songs, because this was elder songs, right? But the Vortex is one of the new songs, right?
No, that's one of the old ones.
The old one, okay. What was GBH is one of the new ones.
Yeah.
But now we listen to the Vortex, and this the first song is a little bit longer, 6 minutes 19, but also fantastic.
Thank you.
Ready? Here's
the
Vortex. Holy cow! I listen loud now. This is ram it down through the brain. Great.
Thank you so much, man. It was
complete different style, no?
Yeah, it was it was actually one of the first songs I'd written for the first album as well. It was back when we had our old drummer, which was my biological brother. He was brilliant. He was. It was more of like a Slayer meets Death Angel thing I was trying to go for.
Yes.
Which I think it kind of hit the nail on the head.
I must say, I as an editor by myself, this was a masterclass of fast cutting and a lot of footage. Holy cow!
Yeah, that was. We paid to have that a lyric video done for us.
Unbelievable. I mean, you need a lot of footage to. Of course, he repeat with a little bit effect, but a lot of footage. I don't know. This is a recent photo or not? You have to tell me now. This is
where is that up from? Because we've had more recent. We've had more done than that.
This is an old one.
Yeah, it's an old one. I've been seeing that making the rounds recently. Where did it come from? I thought I buried it.
I don't know, because I found another one with the same people. It was very hard to find stuff from you guys, to be honest.
Yeah, that's another old one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a new photo shoot.
But anyway, now we have not the time to find it. There's a question from Gisela, which actually, before we come to the last song, Gisela, I want to know. Then where are you living in the UK? Do you plan a tour to Germany? Good question.
We would love to go to Germany. We're actually planning in 2025 to play a couple of dates in Europe if things go well. We've been trying, well, not for so long, but since the second album's come out, we want to get out to Europe and the rest of the world because we are finding ourselves having a bigger fan base and a more varied locale for our fans. You know, the pack is growing and the pack is growing wide, near and far. So we want to get out and play to as many of our loyal, loving pack as possible. And I really want to meet everyone. I truly do.
Yeah. Then we need a picture. Give me a nice smile, whatever. You have a picture for social media.
Okay, right, cool. Right, let's get these glasses off first. Oh, there we are. Right. Where's my finger?
Here we go.
Let's.
Okay. Now it's a little bit blurry. Okay. That's a good one.
Good.
So, the Vortex, something special to say about this? Because it's one of the first songs, okay? Or we go right
it was one
to
of the first songs that I'd written for the first album, sort of Slayer meets Death Angel. I was really trying quite hard in this respect to make sure that as a song, it was one of the ones that people were gonna, it was gonna come to people's attention, and people were gonna be like, oh, these guys have got something, like we were trying to prove a point with that first album, which is probably why the first title track, We Are Revolution, is 11.5 minutes long. Because we wanted to say to the reviewers, look, we have a lot of balls here. We want to do things that no other band are going to try and do, and we're not afraid to do it. And so we put that out there, and it worked, I like to think.
Cool. Brings us to the last one, the first one again. What means JBH? What do you want to tell me? What do you want to tell me? Because it's the last one. I kick you out with this. We are done. The week is done.
Right. I want to thank everyone for listening. I want to thank you for
the story. GBH. What means?
Oh, right. Okay. Okay. Right. Cool. Right. GBH was, I'd say, one of the catchiest songs I've probably ever written. It was during an entire year and a half I spent unemployed. So I was just writing non-stop stuff. And I was doing things in a load of different fashions. And I thought, you know what? I've got a lot of songs where I go on the guitar and it's all. So I'm thinking, how about I do something a little bit different, something a bit catchier, something that people are going to, meaty hooks that are going to stay in people's heads. So I came up with GBH as a means to let out my anger and frustration. It sort of looks at violence and personifies violence, giving it a backstory, giving it an outlook, making it into something that has its own voice and its own story to tell. And that's what sort of the main character in GBH is sort of going through. He's battling with his own violence, his own will to cause violence and harm, which I believe personally is inherent inside every single human being.
Nice explained.
I try.
I'm happy it worked out in the end. I was a little bit worried, but it worked out very well. The last what you get from us, it's a round of beer. On Gisela is the first one. Send you a round of beer.
I'll take it.
Helly, ihr da draußen, haut's rein in die Tassen, in die Tassen, haut's raus. Letzte Chance, ihm ein Bier zu geben. Drink the beer, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Gisela,
drink that beer.
Yes, you have to drink. This is your beer now.
Oh, nice. I've got apple juice next to me. Will that do?
I have a coffee next to me. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, brother. Thank you so much.
That was awesome. This was a fantastic week. We had really, really good week with great bands. And yeah, thank you so much. Give my regards to the rest of the gang. Keep thrashing, keep banging, stay heavy and stay healthy. That's the most important. Ihr draußen, ich wünsche euch ein schönes Wochenende. Danke fürs Zuschauen. Danke. Vergesst nicht zu liken noch. Und wer draußen vor der Tür zuschaut, abonnieren unseren Kanal, dass wir Reichweite bekommen. Es geht immer noch weiter nach oben. Über 3200 schon. Jede Woche kommen ein paar dazu. Sehr, sehr geil. Then, thank you so much. One more time. A last song. And then it's weekend for me. But not really, because I have to edit my own video for my album. So I have work to do. Then, all the best. Take care.
Thank you so much.
And here is Thrasherwolf, GBH. In diesem Sinne, bis zum Montag, 20 Uhr. Best of Metal. Bye. Then, I salute you.
Diese Show wurde euch präsentiert von Newton Artworks. And don't forget, like, subscribe and hit the bell. Thank you for watching. We salute you.
Reaching out to master of the rain.